don't let anyone tell you why are you going. Why aren't you going? We are in 2023. I'm not be waiting on people. Why are we waiting on people for? Hey guys, so I'm doing a quick get ready with me today. I'm actually in a different country. I'm in Norway. If you watch my vlog, I don't know when I'm putting this up, so it could be before, it could be after, I don't know. But mind the mess in the corner. This is the only good setup, and as long as you just don't zoom into it, I think all should be fine. And I'm testing out my new mic, so I really hope that the quality of sound is better. If you hear any noise, I can't control it, unfortunately. But let's get ready. So I'm not doing anything too crazy, just because I'm in, like, I feel like anywhere else in the world, it would be a bit more valid to do such heavy makeup, but I'm not necessarily in a part of the world where that is valid. Not valid, but I don't really see people with like crazy makeup. I just want to be, we're gonna be wishing for the best. I know I need to get used to doing quick makeup. So anyway, the reason I'm doing this to get ready with me, oh my god, my top, oh fuck's sake. The reason I'm doing this to get ready with me is because obviously I'm solo traveling this year, and the question is why are you solo traveling? How can you solo travel? How do you get the confidence to solo travel? So I'm gonna spill the tea, guys. Number one, how did I decide Norway? Like, it's not a country you necessarily think of when you see people solo travel. Like, it's just not, you know, it's not on the map really like that. And I feel like people travel here for work, not necessarily just to like explore or anything like that. And to be honest, I have a goal of traveling every country, not every country, because I feel like there's countries you can't actually go to because of things like warfare and stuff, but as many countries as humanly possible, and safely. And I unfortunately cannot wait on people to be like, oh, I'm finally ready to go to this country, or I'm ready to go to that country. No, we are in 2023. I'm sorry, but like, we can't be waiting on people. Why are we waiting on people for? If you're making your own money and you're not financially dependent on anyone, which is nothing wrong with, I'm not saying that, but if you have your own money and can spend your own money, leave the country. Like, leave the UK. UK is bad vibes. Bad vibes. So yeah, so I looked, when I'm at work, we obviously have like downtime, and I looked at the map and I said, okay, Europe is the easiest place to navigate, country to country. There's not very many restrictions. There's not very many like, oh, you can't go here, you can't go there. So for me, it's just like a no-brainer. So I looked at the map and I was like, oh, okay, let me see, because it's a lot easier to travel to many places if you go like in one go. So I have a week off of work, so I'm spending this week traveling the Scandinavian countries. So I'm here in Norway. I thought, you know, we can do these 3 in one go, sure, because they're right next to each other. And also I don't want to like have to keep flying to and from the UK, because it's hard enough to travel to and from the airport. So, you know, I mean, I have to travel to and from the airport here, but it's easier to get a cab from here than it is, I feel like, there we go, a bit more colour in my skin, the fuck. Like, I feel like it's just easier. Okay, anyway, moving on to how I'm doing this. Where's my concealer? The fuck? And how? So I booked all my flights through Skyscanner and saw what the cheapest was. And it did take a while to, because it's actually really expensive to fly from Norway to Sweden. Even though like on a map you can go from one to the other, it's actually a bit more expensive. So I'm actually flying to Finland next. And again, it's like, why are we choosing these countries? it's just like I said, I've got the goal, why not? Anyway, so moving on, I booked everything through Skyscanner, see what the cheapest was, the cheapest dates. I always look at the month view and see, you know, what's cheap and what's not. If you follow my TikTok, then everything's on my TikTok. And yeah, so like, why the fuck not? So with eyelash glue, I feel like it just stays for dear life. I'm just setting my makeup. I booked the tickets in December and I'm now here, and it's March. It's the 1st of March. Obviously I took a solo trip back in January. Obviously me and my boyfriend had gone through some stuff and had broken up. Obviously things worked out, which is always good, and like, you know, I'm glad things worked out, but obviously it was a hard time. So I initially was thinking, okay, these solo trips I can really, you know, do some soul searching. I mean, I'm still doing soul searching with these solo trips, but you know, explain it. I'm really bad at explaining things, I'm sorry. Even though I'm in a relationship, I can, like, there's still me, I'm still myself. You know, like, I'm no different to when I was single, or I'm no different to, you know, before I even entered a relationship or anything like that. Or I'm still trying to grow and develop and figure out who it is Tanya, and like, what do I stand for, and like, how do I live my life, what do I do, like, because I'm 25. Like, you know, when you're younger you kind of think, oh, by now you'll be married, have kids. Girl, I can barely sustain a relationship, let alone be married and have kids. I'm sorry, I feel like a baby, you know. Like, obviously I do feel like an adult most of the time, but at the same time it's like, I feel like a kid. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of blush. I'm using NARS Orgasm X. I can barely see myself in the viewfinder, to be fair, but this isn't really a tutorial, this is just get ready, let's have a chit chat. Anyway, so yeah, so obviously I've come here. I'm also like, as a 25-year-old traveling, I'm sorry, but there's no more staying in dingy hotels. This hotel, damn, you see from my vlog, like, let me tell you something, this hotel is fucking fire. Like, why is it 4-star? I think it's only 4-star because, like, certain amenities maybe. I'm staying in the Radisson Red. If you don't know Radisson hotels, they're very fire hotels. I think when I go to Morocco I'm gonna stay in the Radisson, because I want to go to Morocco, so I think I'm gonna stay in the Radisson because I really do like this hotel. And the bed, the bed is, this bed, can I take it home with me? Can I fly it home with me? Because I'm sorry, but it doesn't deserve to stay in this hotel. It deserves to come home with me. Who the hell do I think I am? I'm actually heading out. I had a freaking consultation today when it comes to my mental health for therapy, and they said, we can't help you. I said, I kind of knew that. Like, I kind of just knew. I have borderline personality disorder. People can't really help us, I'm sorry. But there is hope, and I think this is one of my hopes, is that I've always felt, sorry, I'm looking for my brow pencil and I can't see it. This isn't good. That's it. Like, you know, I've always felt like I've had no control over my life, and like, when I say no control, I mean like my emotions have always just been all over the place, and I feel like I can't handle anything, and you know, no one's ever had any faith in me, and if they did, they'll, like, I would have to accomplish them. Oh, I've always knew you could do it. Shut up. Like, do you know what I mean? So I have to do my eyebrows, and I can't talk when I'm doing my eyebrows, I'm sorry. yes, I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna be 25, like, and that's what's like booking bougie hotels. Did I even, I've just completely forgot what I was talking about, never mind. So no, it's not going to work. I'm gonna go with my Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette and just go to town with it. So yeah, and this obviously is a big trip, so it is a little bit costly, don't get me wrong. These countries are fucking expensive. I'm sorry, but at least in the UK you can, if you want to eat out cheap, you can eat out cheap. Do you know what I mean? Nah. Why did I spend £50 in the restaurant and I had 4 tacos and some tortilla and chips and a margarita? And why did that cost me £50? No, I'm sorry. So there was that. It's a tiny bit expensive, and that I took a cab down because it was night time and it was £14. Fine, that's not a problem. I don't mind spending that kind of money on a cab, especially when it's a 10-minute drive. And from someone who drives, the petrol, yeah, it's a bit expensive, but it is what it is. Anyway, so tell me why on the way back they tried to charge me £50. They really tried. I said no, I went on Uber instead, and I said looked at Uber. But when I was looking at home, it said that Uber weren't here, but Uber is here. And it ain't new, like. Anyway, £50 for Uber? I don't think so. That's how much it cost to get me from the airport. And I said to my friend, I said, tell me why I shouldn't get an Uber. I got the Uber. I was like, I got off that plane thinking, I'm tired, I can't be bothered. Luckily, when I go to Croatia, I've also booked Croatia, but this video is going up before I go there, so I can't tell you when I'm going because obviously privacy reasons. But yeah, basically I'm going to Croatia, and with booking.com I got a free taxi. I'm doing a very light shimmer, nothing crazy. So there was that, and then yeah, so I want to be, because I had this therapy thing on the phone, I said I need to hurry up and get a move on because I want to be back by like 5 o'clock, because they have like a rooftop bar, and I'm not gonna lie, they said that you can see the whole of like the city, and they serve food, so I might as well just eat here than going out and spending money out. So I might see if they have like any street food. I was gonna go to 3 Little Birds, but we'll see. I might still go and get a cocktail or something, but I'm not gonna, I'm looking down, I'm not gonna go. I stopped recording, but I also forgot lip gloss, mascara, the whole 9 yards. So I'm just using 8 Hour cream. Fine, whatever. I'm gonna go with some that's what I'm doing for my makeup. That was so weird. Anyway, so don't let anyone stop you from solo traveling. I'm sorry, but just because it's an unconventional place, or it's not somewhere hot, or it's not somewhere tropical, I'll be like, why are you going for? Just go. Don't let anyone tell you why are you going. Why aren't you going is the question. You go. You take yourself on holiday. Who are you waiting for? And like, at the end of the day, I'm sorry, but actually not sorry, but all it is that I'm 25, I have no kids, no responsibilities, and you know, I work hard. And I got laughed at the other day for saying I do work hard, and everyone says how hard I work. I work hard, you know. I may have not been working for the longest amount of time, or I may not have been, you know, I've been working for like what, nearly 10 years, and like I've decided that I'm gonna put myself first. Like, what are you doing? Don't fucking chat shit to me. I'm sorry, but I work hard. You know, I did 6 days before I came here, 6 12-hour shifts, filling overtime here, there and everywhere. The only month I didn't do overtime was January, but I've been doing overtime this whole time. So I also save, so it's not as if like extensions. My extensions got pulled out of the airport, by the way. Like, not pulled out, but I pulled out my extensions, taken off my bag because I've got a hairband. I'm lucky. Yeah, so I save more than I spend. Do you know what I mean? That includes like the things I have to pay for. So it's not as if like, yeah. So even if I saved everything I'm spending on holiday, okay, yes, I'll have a little bit more money, but I'm also gonna be miserable. And but my mental health comes first, and so should yours. Anyway, my battery's gonna die, so I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys.
Big stepper who chasing the cheddar. All of these women, they not on your level. You like a mix of business and pleasure.